68% of visitors never go to the cart page. Most of the time is not about the products, it's about the promise that you are making and the fact that there is a disconnection between what they are struggling with and what you are promising that they will get from your products. Nowadays, it's way too expensive to acquire customers and the return on ad spend is very, very low, which means that Shopify owners are barely breaking even when they acquire customers. I'm playing in the e-commerce arena since 2005. I've sold my e-commerce when we reached 40 million in turnover. I've audited thousands of websites and I've built an experimentation tool which is helping thousands of e-commerce companies to improve their conversion rate. Before we get into the framework, there are 3 myths that we should be aware of. The first one is that more text, more descriptions, more conversions. No, people are not adding to cart because a huge pile of text. They add to cart because they resonate with the things that you are promising there. And that's myth number 1. Myth number 2, more images equal more conversions. Is not the case. If you have outstanding images and descriptions and ways to connect with your audience through your images, then your job is done. Myth number 3, everybody is going to read the outstanding reviews that you have. No, they are buried on the scroll. So people will need to scroll down. Usually only 30 to 40% of the viewers are going to read those reviews, which means that you need to pinpoint how outstanding your product is in the first screen. 4.8 out of 2,000 people. So only this snippet and then a link so that people can go down to see those reviews. Before I'm gonna give you the framework, you should subscribe because this is what's gonna set you apart from the other 95% of your competitors and people which are fighting for the attention of your customers. Most of Shopify owners wrongly believe that they should add more on their pages, while the most important thing is not to add more, is to remove the friction. And removing the friction means understanding the 5 main friction points. The friction point number 1 is the hero zone. When you are on the mobile, you need to see very quickly something that's connected to the ad. So on your website and on your mobile page, the hero must provide the consistency between the promise of the ad and what you are actually seeing on the mobile screen. The hero zone is the most important thing because it's the hook which says to your customer, your struggle, I'm aware of it and I'm gonna solve it with this product that we have here. On the desktop, you have more real estate to play with, but on the mobile screen, everything is reduced to this 300 pixels thing, and the retina of your eye should be seeing something which is big enough and compelling and punchy enough so that people will stick around and buy. The second friction is the uncertainty gap, because when people will land on your mobile screen, they will think, is this for me? Is this helping? Do I need to spend time over here or not? And the uncertainty gap means you don't provide enough clarity that this is for you. Your problem meets our solution. To fix this problem, simply survey your existing customers and find out how they verbalize the solution that you have and what is the pain that they had. So on the thank you page, you can add a survey asking them what convinced you or what problem are you trying to solve by buying this product. In the real world, let's say you are selling immunity shots or stuff like that. When someone is buying an immunity shot and it's providing you, or a mushroom, whatever magic coffee substitute, they are there because they want to get healthy or to maintain health, or maybe they are about to get sick or they want to perform better at their job. They're not there to pay $3 for a coffee, which is a powder that's delivered in 3 days. Which means if you are leading with the fact that for busy performers that no, sickness is not an option, then you can continue with the features of your product. And then I can realize this product is for me. The third friction point, people don't trust you. You're a stranger. Why should they trust you? Which means you need to provide compelling arguments that you're the one for them. So here, everything that you can throw at them, any kind of ammunition that allows you to, in those milliseconds, to demonstrate that you are there for them, will help out. Most of the time, you are just making amazing images without proper arguments. In order to build this trust, come up with success stories. Come up with the arguments that you have money back guarantee, no questions asked, stuff like that. And then come up with the process and why this solution works for them. If you are selling complicated things, if you are selling only clothing, come up with amazing real customers with and their images on Instagram. The fourth friction point is about the decision made. So you are throwing a lot of things, quantity selectors, push this, then that. I can't see if this is for me, if this is my size. Select this first. So most of the time you are wasting a click because you don't make the job very simple. You put barriers in front of your users which are unnecessary. To make sure that you don't do this, what you have to do is to freaking buy from your own website. This mobile works differently than the desktop, which means that in order to replicate the best mobile experience, you need to have sticky add to cart buttons. You need to make it very easy for the customers to buy. So don't leave it to chance. Make sure that it's easy when you scroll, it's easy when you tap, and you have instant gratification on your buttons. Something is happening at every millisecond of the experience. 70% of the traffic is on the mobile. Shop owners leave it to chance and waste a lot of money into traffic and ads, forgetting the fact that all of their revenue is coming from these small devices. In order to address that, make sure that you take into account those things that I've just told you and subscribe for the next chapter.